about the field, because people, organizations, most people, don't consider knowledge management, or maybe they do have principle of knowledge management, but they don't give recognition, they don't have awareness of it, so it's a problem. So the research questions was how to position the new professional, how to position the knowledge manager. I have the tools, what can I do to adapt it to the context? So I thought that maybe analyzing the critical success factors of a knowledge manager, I could find a way to position the new professional. Can I drink a little bit? I'm sorry. So let's focus on the methodology. Qualitative approach. Descriptive survey with a set of 1 pilot interview, 3 interviews, 6 questionnaires. As you can see, it's a very small sample, but the problem is that there are not many people interested in knowledge management that know how really operate. So there are people interested, but they don't know how to operate. So I just key informants. So the pilot interview was useful to generate new items and to find out what good questions need to be asked for the real interviews. So the interviews were done to the head of division of information studies in Singapore, 1 knowledge manager at CSC, which is Civil Service College, where I've done my internship in Singapore, and 1 knowledge manager from Sweden. The questionnaires were sent to the knowledge management section of IFLA, International Federation Library Associations and Institutions, and 1 was sent to a senior lecturer at the University of Adelaide in Australia. And the questionnaire was set up by 4 questions. 3 were in the form of multiple choices. The last one was open in order to address all the questions, all the problems considered important. And the questionnaire was sent by email between the 11th and the 16th of June with a covering letter giving providing details on the topic, on the research, and of course the URL of the website where to fill the questionnaire. What's important to say is the questionnaires, the result, the starting point for the questions of the questionnaires were the interviews and the literature review. So the list of variables to be measured were the results of previous interviews and literature review. And I was going further. So the results of this methodology, the findings were the critical success factors were listed as create learning organizations. So a knowledge manager is to be able to create learning organizations, to facilitate knowledge sharing, to make explicit knowledge. So I'll start from the last one. He has to be able to make explicit knowledge because, as we already seen, the 80% is tacit. So that's a problem. He has to be able to transform the 80% tacit to the explicit. While he makes this knowledge explicit, of course he facilitates the sharing of knowledge. And while he facilitates this sharing of knowledge, he will create learning organizations. His attitude, he has to be flexible, is to be able to solve problems, and is to be a leader, which is not something that you can learn in books. It's to be an attitude, it's to be a natural. And of course, transversal skills, so communication and teamwork. So while you share knowledge and you communicate, you create a good sense of affiliation and you can reach your goals within your organization. And what about IT competences? So you can think, the results of my thesis were that they are secondary and supportive to the soft skills because the platform, left alone, varies and fails. And knowledge management systems shown that the platform is just It's not. It's a platform to work with that is just because of people. The knowledge manager has to be able to manage the platform. So, stepping back again, the situation is to carefully through the theorizing and aiming at the greatest level of best practice, and to position the profession of the knowledge manager. Well, what do you think? It's not a challenge? Thanks.
Thank you very much. Some question for Federica? Comment?
First, thank you, Federica, for sharing with us the findings of your masterpieces. I just wanted to add some information about the DEAL program, which you started with informing us about. The DEAL, as you said, is a cooperative project between Oslo University College, Parma University, and Tallinn University. It is a so-called Erasmus Mundus Master, which means that we dispose of scholarships for students. And there is one important change from the academic year 2010-2011, and that change is that also European students are eligible for scholarships. So this year, European students can apply for Erasmus Mundus scholarship, and the deadline is April 15th. So there are still time, and successful candidates, they will then get a scholarship of European students. They will get a scholarship of 500 euros per month for living, based on 12 months per year. And in addition, they will get a scholarship to cover tuition fee and to cover travel expenses to and from the 3 cities and establishing themselves. So you are welcome to apply.
Other question? Okay. So, thank you, Federica.
Thank you.
It's a gift of